Welcome everybody to the motherfucking Friday podcast with your host Chris K. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's our favorite day of the week, motherfuckers. It's Friday. It was a long week for me too. You know what I'm saying? So it's for everybody that had a long week, worked hard, earned their paycheck, that minimum motherfucking paycheck that feels like minimum wage, even though it's not. And I'm just not great with my money, but it's all good. I am great with my money now. And you know what I'm saying? Positive affirmation. This is episode 24 of the motherfucking Friday podcast with me. And what could we talk about today? Actually, I had a thought on the way home. Have any of y'all, so this is what I do, right? Like right now, you know, if you know me, you know I grew up on hip hop. Like that was my shit, hip hop, nonstop. From the time I was, from when I can remember, my mom used to jam out to, cause she's listened to this station called Kiss FM, right? And in my town, you know, back in the day, Kiss FM, sorry, I'm trying to reach for the weed. I ain't trying to get all up in there, I look too gross. I got this shit on cause my hair is kind of crazy right now. But anyway, so like my mom used to listen to Kiss FM, right? And they used to play Gangsta's Paradise. What else did they play? Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise, 1, 2, 3, 4, get your woman on the floor. Don't want to get up, get down. I don't want to get up, get down. I got in trouble one time for singing that. My aunt was like, the one that I talked about my aunt one time. That took me to the counseling session. I was all fucked up. And I told her I was hungry. And then she bought me food. And I was like, oh shit, I can't even eat. I'm not hungry. I was like on that yayo. Anyways, I was like this guy right here. It was that bone crusher. That crushed bone. I forgot what I was saying. What? That same man. Oh, because I was singing that 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. I don't want to get up, get down. I don't want to get up, get. And then she told me, she's like, what if somebody told? And I guess she took it literally, right? She took it fucking literally, because she said, well, how would you like it if somebody put your mom or your sister on the floor? I was like, what? I was like, I guess I wouldn't like it. But that's not even what the fuck. He's talking about dancing and shit. My lame ass, square ass. I love her to death, but she's so lame, she didn't even know. She thought they meant to literally put them on the fucking floor. I was like, man. Nah, I didn't say that. I try not to use the B word. Either. Like hitting them pill, like just on secret sometimes. A lot of women don't like that word. I guess because they've been called it by people they love. I guess. I don't know, but there's not a word like that for a guy. I guess unless you call him a pussy. When your girl calls you a pussy, you know she's trying to piss you off. You know she's trying to. The same shit when you call her a bitch, because they be acting like, what? Like that's the worst word in the world sometimes. I don't know, maybe it is. I feel like cunt is worse. Oh shit, I'm not even 5 minutes in, I'm already cussing and shit. Well, I already cussed earlier, but I'm not even getting monetized yet. Once I start getting monetized, supposedly I can't cuss like in the first 5 minutes. So yeah, right now I'm looking at a fucking, what's that shit called? Those tiny little Japanese trees. Bonsai tree. I got it as a gift and it's really fucking cool. And yo, today it felt good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, it finally fucking feels like fall in Texas, baby. At least in North Texas, you know what I'm saying? D-Town, what's up? Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Now I remember. I was gonna say when I drive home, right? I'll listen to like some when I'm driving somewhere that nobody knows me, or I'm in a neighborhood that's not my neighborhood or some shit, or busy streets. And I'll be listening to some right now I'm on a Dua Lipa trip. So I love Dua Lipa and I jam to some of her tracks. They help me vibrate on a whole nother level, man. If you know Dua Lipa, yo, holla at me. I'm trying to get it. So I grew up on hip hop. That's what I was saying. I grew up on hip hop. When I got into my 20s, I started getting into rock. And now that I'm in my 30s, I mean, if it sounds good, I fuck with it. Even if it's fucking pop music. Like Dua Lipa, man, I could listen to her all for it. But I'm also in love with her, so maybe that's why, because I'm attracted to her and shit as well. But she can sing, boy, she can sing. She dated some loser model dude. I guess I'm a loser non-model dude. But anyway, I need to get out there. This ain't no Dua Lipa fan cast podcast. It's the podcast. Friday. It's that Friday vibe, that get high, stay high, smoke something, drink something, chew something if that's what you're into, pop something if that's what you're into. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's fucking Friday. Not everybody has. And you know what's cool? When people aren't off on the weekend, they say, oh, this is my Friday. So sometimes people, Tuesday, that's their Friday. You know what I'm saying? Today is my Friday. It's also physically fucking Friday. And there's been a lot going on. The last debate was on yesterday. I caught a little bit of it, you know what I'm saying? I saw that, I don't want to get too political, but the person who I thought was going to be bullshitting was bullshitting, and the person I thought was going to be saying the facts was saying the facts. And y'all might think I mean the other way around. You know what I'm saying? But if the mainstream media is down for your revolution, then it ain't a real revolution. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so real talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was also gonna talk about, I was thinking about when I was a kid, is like, when I was younger, I had this Asian friend on the bus that showed me how to switch out Game Boy cartridges, how you open them up, and then there's a chip in there, and that's the whole game right there. And you just put that chip in another game, and then get the new game, the more expensive game, or the rented game from Blockbuster, and switch that out. So I did that shit. And then I guess I felt bad, and I didn't want to turn it back in because I knew it'd be on my mom's account, and that might fuck us up with Blockbuster forever. I guess as a 7-year-old, I don't know how old I was, 10 or some shit. I was in middle school, so yeah, I was probably about 12. And yeah, man, that shit was crazy. And I ended up telling her before I turned it in. Because I was like, hey, look, when my friend showed me how I could do this, shit's pretty cool, right? And I don't know what I expected. My dad might have been down with it, because my dad used to do shady shit like that sometimes, stealing and shit. Not like thieving from like people. No, my dad would never steal from a person, but from a business, a corporation that already steals from us and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, not anymore. I'm not putting him out there no more. That's his younger days. So same as me. In my younger days, I used to hit licks and shit from like Walmart, and Target, and I don't think I was a klepto. I mean, I would get the shit, like most of my hip hop albums, I got them at Target. I used to grow out my thumbnail, and I used to get the CDs, right? And I used to be real slick. Back then, they didn't have all that plastic, and I don't know why they didn't put all that plastic on there. Those fucking the hard plastic that they used to have at Kmart and Walmart, every other fucking store except for Target. For some fucking reason, Target didn't have those anti-stealing protection hard plastic. It was just a little film, right? And it looked better, looked more fancy and shit like that, but they were easier to hit a lick. So I would grow out my thumb, right? My thumbnail, not just my thumb. Like, yo, yeah, I grow out my thumb. Now I grow out my thumbnail. Wait, can I do this on here? Does that work? Anyway, and I would look at the CDs. No, I would go to the magazines first, right? And I'll get a magazine, and then I'll go to the CDs. Or one, I forgot which one I did first. Probably the CDs first. That'd be kind of dumb though, because then I feel like they would see me. Anyway, somehow I'd end up back in the aisle with the magazines. And in the aisle, and I had a CD with me or two. On some days, I would get so fucking, I just got a text message. I don't feel like answering that shit. I got T.I.'s, trap music. I mean, literally, I got some Bone. And then somehow we found like a case of CDs another time. And I got a lot of CDs from that too. It had like the Bone Thugs Greatest Hits. I had some clean albums too because that's the ones that my mama let me buy. So the clean albums I wouldn't steal. I would just buy them hoes. Like for some reason I had Jay-Z, Clean, shit like that. But it's all good. I remember one time my uncle, he bought me a Coolio album. And it didn't have Gangsta's Paradise or anything like that. That's the one I wanted, but he still got it for me. And my mom was like, nah, he can't. So I had to take it back. And I bought an R. Kelly album instead. If we would have known then what we know now, man, it would have been better than me listening to Coolio than fucking R. Kelly. But I got the R. Kelly album, the one that's, it was blue. I think it was the self-titled R. Kelly album. And I wanted it because I thought it was going to have I Believe I Could Fly, but it didn't even have that shit on there. I Believe I Could Fly, and there's a fucking fly right here. This fucking fly's been alive. Oh, snuck in, has been trying to get out, but he won't fucking get out. You know what I'm saying? Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Fuck boxes of chocolate, bro. Usually the hoes ain't ever good. And I don't think, usually you know what you're gonna get. So I don't think life is like a box of chocolate. You kind of know what you're gonna get. Maybe because he was mentally challenged, so he didn't know what he was gonna get. But, sorry, that's loud. Cause and effect, you know what I'm saying? You know what you're gonna get. Why? Boss style. Shout out to Outkast. And then, like, I would get burned CDs too. I never really bought CDs, but that's just because I couldn't afford them and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then my mom wouldn't buy me those and wouldn't let my uncle buy me those. Eventually, I got old enough and I could buy my own shit, but then working and having a kid, and thank God for YouTube, because we don't have to pay for shit. We just watch advertisements. Free music, which is pretty dope. I like Pandora. Most people don't like fuck with Pandora, but I like the fact that I don't know what's gonna happen next. What song's gonna come on next. That's Pandora. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, but you kind of do the vibe, the style, and then every once in a while Pandora will throw some weird shit just to see if you're still fucking listening. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. Still haven't. The only time I listen to Spotify is from my cousin Sleepy J's podcast. But I don't really fuck with Spotify. But everybody I know swears on it. Shout out to Joe Rogan. We just found out today that he's doing a podcast with Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Kanye because he's awake now. You know, he started off awake, young, you know, doing that college dropout that he had to he wanted that fame and that recognition, sold his soul, he admitted. And then he tried to get out, and then they tried to fuck with him, and here we are today, finding out that he's gonna be on Joe Rogan with Brian Redband. Who would have thought that Kanye West would be on Joe Rogan in 2020 with Redband coming back because young Jamie has COVID. So that shit is fire, bro. And now Redband knows what to do. He's not gonna be annoying and shit. He's gonna be fucking annoying. Arguing with just a dumbass. He was such a dumbass on some of those early episodes and shit. But if it wasn't for him, everything happens for a reason, you know? You meet people for a reason. Sometimes you start off with somebody and you got to go your separate ways, and eventually you'll come back together. And if not, at least you still be friends. You both learn experience from that. Well, everybody wants to be Rogan. We all want to be Rogan. Or if you're a musician, I guess not a lot of people want to be Kanye, but Kanye kind of, he's got a bad chick. He's got a beautiful wife. He makes incredible music, and now he's making music for Jesus. That's kind of like your friend. shit.